are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Can I have a seat?
Yes.
Would you mind if I actually take some notes?
No, no problem.
Here's my business card.
Okay.
You can contact me at any time. And basically, I want to first of all thank you for this opportunity to meet. And I'm so glad Ginny was able to set up a meeting. Her and I actually went to college together, so I'm not sure how you know Ginny, but she said that she's worked at the company for such a long time.
Yeah, we're very familiar with Ginny. She's great. She's in here probably once a week at this point. So
Really?
Yep, we've just worked with her for a while.
So in terms of in IT, how would you say your company handles it at the moment?
Handles IT?
In terms of data storage and backup recovery systems?
Okay. And just remind me, you guys are from EMC.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I'm from EMC, and basically this meeting I would like to kind of learn about how you guys are handling IT to see if there's anything that EMC could provide you with in terms of services and data storage and backup recovery systems.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely sounds more familiar. We're familiar with EMC, but my understanding is that you guys work with much larger businesses.
Yes, we do work with very large businesses. However, this division that I'm from, we focus on small to medium-sized businesses.
Oh, okay.
I think it's important that at EMC we understand paying attention to smaller businesses matters just as much as paying attention to larger businesses. Because you guys do obviously have a presence in the economy. Just because someone might be a bigger company, it doesn't mean that the smaller businesses don't matter.
Okay.
So in terms of IT, can I ask you how you guys handle your data storage and backup recovery systems?
Yeah, I mean, today we're leveraging direct attached storage within the environment.
I see. And in terms of, I'm pretty sure I've looked up the direct attached storage. And would you say this is accurate how you guys handle it right now in terms of every time you fill, I guess you could say you reach your capacity in terms of data, you purchase another server?
Absolutely.
And then would you say, how much it costs, would you say?
Well, I mean, the acquisition cost for a new server is probably around $6,000 to $7,000.
$6,000 to $7,000. Well, at EMC, what we do is we kind of operate in terms of like an iCloud. Do you know iTunes?
Yeah.
How that kind of works. How we have, it's sort of like you have the product, the VNXE, and all your data goes to that storage.
Okay.
And you pay as you go in terms of how much storage you use. So for example, if you need a certain amount, you pay for that amount. But when you need more, you pay a little more.
Okay.
So I think this kind of eliminates the need for purchasing a server with an amount of data that you don't need necessarily at the moment. Because like you're saying, the costs are so high.
Okay.
However, I really wanted to ask you, is there anything that you see as a problem with what you have currently going for you?
I mean, no, not too much of a problem. I mean, I've actually had a hand in building this entire infrastructure and entire environment from the ground up. So I know it like the back of my hand. I'm very familiar with it, which is a good thing because I don't really have the time to go and learn an entirely new system. But what might be a little bit complex is that we're opening up another branch down in Hopkinton. And that's going to be a challenge just to get that whole branch up and running again and make sure that everybody is in line and we can bring on all the new clients when we need to.
So you said time was an issue and also learning a new system.
Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand. I don't necessarily have a ton of time. It's just me and 2 other people here. So, we have to be strategic about where we're putting our time, and I just don't have the resources at the moment to learn an entirely new system.
How much time would you say you spend currently on your IT needs? So for example, when you need more storage and you purchase a new server, how much time would you say you spend?
Well, so we proactively look at the servers to see when we're reaching any performance or capacity restraints or limits. But so I guess from that time that we've realized that we need some more capacity, I then just reach out to Ginny. She helps me place an order. We'll have a new server in here within a week or so.
Within a week. And would you say it's inconvenient for the credit union during that week because you do need more storage?
I mean, that's definitely
the process of waiting.
Yeah, there's a chance if we're already at the capacity limits, then yeah, it could be a very big issue for us. But I'm usually pretty good with being proactive about it.
Okay. And have you ever had any issues with how you currently handle your IT? Has there been any like problems with security? Because I know you do have to handle sensitive information.
Mm-hmm. So not too many issues. I mean, we have had a couple failures, and that's kind of a pain for us.
Mm-hmm.
So having a highly available solution is really important to us. But in regards to the other thing, no, we're pretty much okay.
You mentioned these couple of failures. Can you tell me a little bit more about what happened, how you handled it, how long it took you to handle it?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much a disaster. I spent the entire weekend in here. Basically, one of our servers went down, and that can obviously contain some pretty sensitive customer information that we can't have leaked or is very important to us. So I spent the entire weekend restoring the entire server, and I was able to do so, but it obviously was kind of lousy to give up my whole weekend.
And did that happen more than once because you mentioned a couple?
No, that was the most drastic one.
That sounds stressful.
It was. Missed a couple soccer games, that's for sure.
That's so,
Although
that must
I
be
don't play
aggravating.
soccer.
Oh. But that just means that you're missing out on family time, which is definitely not a good thing.
No.
If you have to come in on the weekends. Another question I had was, your IT needs now on a scale of 1 to 10. Could you rate it on how well it's fulfilling your IT needs, basically, your current provider?
The current infrastructure we have in-house, I mean, I think it addresses everything that we need. Again, the concern is gonna be, are we gonna be able to have this entire system replicated down to the Hopkinton site? Are we gonna be able to do a similar thing down there? That's kind of the initiative at the moment, is making sure that we have that site up and running. Yeah, and just, what we have today works here. I just have to start from the ground up and do it again down in Hopkinton.
So I think in Hopkinton, your new location, it seems like it would be a perfect time for you guys to try something new, because it seems like these failures that you were describing shouldn't have happened. And for you to have missed your soccer games for your kids and come in on the weekends, that just doesn't, I think that doesn't make sense, because information technology is becoming such a major part of every single business. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, whether it's financial industry and like your banking or any other business. And because of that, having your IT needs being met and run smoothly and efficiently is a major part of your operations running smoothly and efficiently. So I think trying something like the VNXE, especially if you tried it in your new location to see how it was going and how it would work, I think that's definitely something that could be very beneficial. Considering you say that you spend a couple $1,000s on a new server, and to even implement our VNXE, it's less than $7,400.
So what exactly is the VNXE?
It's a server that it backs up all of your data, as well as you're able to restore that backed up data pretty fast and efficiently. It also has an interface that works with your computers, so you're also able to see where exactly your data is going and how it's being protected.
Okay.
So I think this is very important, considering you guys have such sensitive information, your customers' information as well as the banking information.
Yeah, I mean, that's great, and it does sound like it could help us a little bit, but I'm really not the decision maker here. That would be our owners. They're the people that you would have to speak to about making any big decisions like this.
I understand that, but I think I'm glad I was able to meet with you, actually, because being an administrator of IT, it's important that you understand where I'm coming from in terms of how we could possibly meet your IT needs and make them better and actually make it easier for you guys to run. So do you think it'd be possible to set up an appointment with whoever's in charge?
Yeah, I suppose we could do that, maybe next week at some point, because again, they're gonna be the ones to make the final decision.
Definitely, I think it would be great. I'd love to sort of bring in some technicians and administrators to show you how it works, and maybe you guys can have a demo and see how you like it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was nice meeting you.
You as well. Thank you.
See you again.
All right.